What's up, YouTube? This time, not in the ratty garage, but in a Cadillac, aka that Cadillac guy. Right into my crazy story. So I used to work at this restaurant called the Wooden Nickel, and it was just a bunch of young people. It's just crazy. I don't know if y'all have ever worked at a restaurant, but especially when there's a lot of younger people, it can get wild. People party, people sleeping with each other. It can be crazy. So anyway, I worked normally in the evenings. I would come in and close the restaurant. And my roommate Lance, he was the breakfast cook, so he would come in and work the breakfast shift. So, seeing as I was closing, we had a whiteboard that you'd write stuff on, and I was always writing some silly stuff, so Lance would see it the following morning, just weird stuff. So, one thing that everybody hated to do at this place was we had to clean like a couple cases of chicken every night. Like everybody had to clean a case of chicken. It was just a drag. But we called it chicken scuzz because the stuff we were cleaning, like the gizzards and the livers and stuff, we would put it in a bucket because we recycled that in a different way than other stuff or whatever. So we call it chicken scuzz. So I would have to do that every single night. So this particular night that I closed, I cleaned a case of chicken. I had the chicken scuzz. And for whatever reason, I thought it would be a good idea to label this chicken scuzz. And again, for whatever reason, maybe because I was 19 years old and just stupid, I labeled this bucket vaginal secretions from an unknown source. Put the lid on it, put it in the cooler. So I thought, yeah, that's going to be funny. Lance is going to come in and see it. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. So what happened was, I did that, and Lance comes in the next morning, and he's going about his business. He didn't even see it, apparently. And the health inspector comes in with, he's walking around with our manager. And I guess it's going okay. They walk into the cooler, and Lance said that my boss, the manager, came out. He said he was like white as a sheet. And this health inspector right behind him, like red-faced, like mad as a hornet. And, Lance was like, what's going on? So, the health inspector leaves, and my manager comes up to Lance. He's like, dude, who wrote this on this bucket? Like, this is not funny. They're getting ready to close us down. They didn't find the humor in it. He was so hot. Lance obviously knew I did it, but he wasn't going to tell him. He was just like, I don't know. I didn't do it. Blah, blah. So, come to find out, there was like an emergency kitchen meeting, like that afternoon, like everybody in the kitchen had to show up and just get lectured about how inappropriate and, juvenile this was, and how this could never happen, and how the health inspector was going to shut us down. Oh, so that's the story of when I almost got the restaurant shut down. I've got a million other stories about that restaurant that are far better than this one, which I'll get to. It was some crazy times. But anyway, that's just a short story. I appreciate your time. I appreciate my followers, or no, subscribers. I've got like 14 now, so that's 14 subscribers, closer to a Lamborghini, so I'm stoked about that. So anyway, I appreciate your time. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Nobody comments. Like, comment. I dare you to. So do that. I appreciate it. And as always, never drive faster than your angels can fly. I'm out.